What I got right here is a session of a beat that I got from someone. It sounds all right, but there are a few things with it that could be messed with, either to tame or make it a little bit more apparent. Let's just switch this off because it's just redundant. It's not working right now at the moment. And by the way, I also had to repatch the patch bay. The way I patched it was not correct because it was going left, right, and it's not gonna work with my current setup like I wanted to. So I ran it through my session in Pro Tools. Let's just hear the beat and we'll start from here. So right away I'm demonstrating you the mid and the side from the sends. That's the mid and that's the side. All right, so we can actually do that if we wanted to. The controls, you can separate them into these and these. This is the same, just, you know, repeating the same thing. Actually, instead of touching the two sides, we can link the left and the right, so it simplifies everything, and we only have two controls for attacks, the transient design, and for sustain. In the full range mode that I'm using right now, these two, they're irrelevant. So we pretty much have only two controls. And to mind you again, it says 5 over here, and the way that I linked this into here, by twisting this knob, it becomes a +10. Although the design of this device is 5. I'll just use it in linked mode. Like I said, the controls, frequency, these only work when the full range is off. Yeah, so 8K, that means that everything above the 8K will be affected by this. And if I go 20, then all of the range starting from the 8 to 20 will be effectively increased or decreased. That's when the full range is off. When it's in the EQ mode, then this will become a shelving EQ, high shelf. So because it's a high shelf, it's easy to remember what it does for the transients. It's a high shelf, it's a low shelf, all right? This is as simple as that. I've explained the linking and how I get 10 out of the available 5 range. The buttons here is bypass and then EQ mode or regular mode. If it's in full range, then there's also auto gain function, but I don't like it, I don't use it. I wish instead of auto gain, it was having an actual double increase of the decibel range. That would be dope, because this button is not working when full range is deactivated. All right, I think this is a redundant control, and if they ever make a unit which will be like version 2 or whatever with this button to what I think it should be, then I'll probably switch to that device. Let's start in full range mode. So we'll just turn it on, set everything like this, and we'll just try the hell out of it. All right, that's a reduction of transients. Actually, let's record it all at once. All right, so now we know what this does. This was not 5 when it was at max, it was 10. So another control is sustain. Sustain is more like the tail of the bass, kick drum, or something. This device is pretty much made for the drums, for the beats, for transient material, so it's not very suitable for the vocals and stuff. And now I'll just, play around with both of these parameters. Let's try, minimum of this, halfway that. Okay, so what I think we should do right now is we should switch out from the full range mode. We'll explore the normal settings first, and we'll work with the tails. They're more subtle, so to speak. So we'll go with the ±10 for this mode in not a full range mode. So this would be a low shelf EQ, all right? And this is a high shelf EQ. Above 8K, we have hi-hats that live here. So we'll start with the bypass and we'll engage and lower the high shelf for the transients. Now you can hear how the kick drum is getting into the picture. I like how this sounds. It really makes the beat sound more beautiful. And so I think that the kick drum with the bass is a little bit not stopping when the new bass drum happens, layering on top of itself, and I kind of don't like that. So this is a low shelf, and we'll start decreasing the effect starting from the lowest frequency right here. It's 50 Hertz up to 15 kilohertz. Let's just try to find the best settings for this particular beat, then we'll just A, B, and see if it made it any better. let's assume we need to have the same effect, but we want to use another part of the ELYSIA for equalization. So because now it doubles, and if we switch it off, it actually divides by 2. So we need to, like, what is it, like 2? We need to increase by 4. And this one, we need to this much, I think, or like approximately. So now the right channel is actually the continuation in series from channel 1 into channel 2. Therefore, this will become an equalizer if we unbypass and we engage the equalization. And once again, to remind you, this is a high shelf, this is a low shelf, and this is how much you want to add or attenuate. Let's first bypass the transient design and we'll see how it sounds. Oh, by the way, full range does not work for the equalizer. See? So yeah, equalizer doesn't operate within that setting. Okay, now you know how it works. 5 decibels is not too much. If you want to fix something, there's also a plugin version in my computer, and we're gonna take a look at the plugin version with the same beat. Actually, we'll do a comparison of a +10 in the envelope plugin, and we'll do the +10 in this version, and we'll compare.